Number 36 of the Unit 1-2 review sheet, we're going to evaluate in exact form these three trig functions. So first, let's find a coterminal side for these a coterminal angle for these three that's between 0 and 360. So it's in our first circle around, and so you can figure out what quadrant they all land in. So 225 is already in the interval from 0 to 360. So that guy, 225, is right about here between the 180 and the 270. So he's in quadrant 3. And the 585, to get him in that first cycle, I'll subtract 360 to find a coterminal side. Oh, I should do a different color. And I get minus 360. 5 to 225, which is coterminal with our first angle, yay. So that is also in Q3. And the third one is negative 495. So this time I'm going to add 360. Actually, looks like I'm going to add it twice. So I'm going to add 2 times 360. So I'm going to add 720 to get in that positive 0 to 360 interval. So to do that, I'm going to just flip it around. And I get 225 again. So 225 again is coterminal with those first two angles. So all three angles are coterminal. So all in at 225 in that third quadrant. So in the third quadrant, I will have sine will be negative, cosine is negative, and tangent is positive, because I have all students take calculus. So tangent and cotangent are the only positive trig functions. Okay, so sine of 225, I'll do that one in purple. Sine of 225 is equal to so we know it's going to be a negative number, so I'm going to put a negative right there, but I don't know what it is yet. So to find the value, I need to look at the reference angle of 225. So to get that reference angle, in the quadrant 3, we take the angle minus 180 degrees will give me the reference angle. So the reference angle here equals 225 minus 180, 45 degrees. So that little guy is 45 degrees, and I know the sine of 45 degrees is radical 2 over 2. Okay, and the next one in green, we have the cosine of 585 degrees. We know cosine's going to be negative. It's in the third quadrant. And its reference angle is also 45 degrees, so it's going to be radical 2 over 2. And last one, tangent is going to be positive. It's going to be equal to the positive of the tangent of 45 degrees. That's the reference angle, which is 1. So just to recap here, this one was equal to the positive of tan of 45. This one equals the negative of the cosine of 45. And this one equals the negative of sine of 45.